All right, guys, so get the Cadillac running. I showed you guys a little exhaust work. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get the garage cleaned up because I have somebody bring me another project. They want me to do a little bit of fab work on. I'm a little bit nervous. Haven't fabbed anything in a while, but I want to kind of get back into the fab stuff. So anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and straighten up all the garage, put my tools away, and kind of get ready to start another project. And I'll try to record as much of it as I can and kind of show you guys what we're doing. All right, guys, this is gonna be my fabrication project for the next couple weeks. So obviously it's a really clean Honda Civic with a bunch of Go Fast stuff done to it. And yeah, super good, super sweet build, and I'm really happy to help this guy out. So anyways, this is what we're gonna be doing today. I'm gonna try to get the intercooler off, and we're gonna weld these couplers to them on each side of the intercooler. So I'm gonna start with that, then we're gonna start power cutting our pipe. I'm still waiting on some 3.5 inch to do the side going to the throttle body, but from the turbo to the intercooler, we're gonna do 3 inch, and I have almost all the pieces to do that. So I think I'm mainly gonna focus on getting the couplers on the intercooler, get that part done, that way I can permanently mount the intercooler all the way back on, and then I'm gonna start with this pipe, then do this pipe, then we gotta do a down pipe going out of the fender. So anyways, I'm gonna kind of show you guys as I kind of mock this up and go through it, show you guys my kind of process on how I fabricate, and yeah. Okay guys, so we got all our material prep. We're gonna start by putting this 3 inch to this 3 inch, and then we're gonna do the 3.5 side. So I already got my TIG filler rod all wiped down and clean. We got a sharp tungsten on there. We have the machine set to AC, and that's it. I'm just gonna kind of get down and just get into it and start with a good tack. I'm gonna tack everything up, fit it back to the car just to make sure I have the clearances I want, and then we're gonna fully burn it in, and that'll be complete. So should be pretty straightforward. I hope I don't have any issues. It's been a while since I welded aluminum, so we'll see how it goes. Already contaminated the tip, so we gotta swap. All right, tungsten change, let's get at it. Trying to make sure I keep everything cool. I don't claim to be the best aluminum welder. Definitely not. Not even close. But I think I do a good enough job to stick some stuff together. Alright guys, we got this one on. Not super happy. It's kind of looks like a bag of dimes, but it's very much attached and it will work, and I think the second one will be better now that I'm getting more familiarized with the aluminum. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and put the intercooler back on the car. I need to figure out if I need to cut this down because we have to do a pretty tight angle. So I'm gonna test fit this, see how much I have to cut this down, and then we're gonna go ahead and stick the other quick connect right on here. Okay guys, quick update. So I went ahead and got the quick connect coupler welded on the turbo. Kind of looks like boogers, but that's fine, it'll definitely work. We got that coupler already welded on, and I'm just starting to mock up the pipe right now. So I went ahead and made a bunch of pie cuts, and this is kind of one of the pieces I have already kind of almost done. So I'm just going to finish tacking this together, and then this is going to sit something like that, and then we just got to make a 90 at the bottom to connect it, and we should be good. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this all tacked up, get a few more pie cuts made, and kind of once I get the whole pipe tacked together, I'll show you all what it looks like. This is a bit of a challenge compared to what I'm used to because these are kind of fixed couplers versus rubber couplers. You can have a little bit of space and it can be off a little bit and they'll still work, but these got to be pretty exact. So definitely a little bit more of a challenge, but excited to kind of learn more and push my skills. So yep. All right guys, so here's the bottom half of the intercooler pipe. There's the top half. So I'm going to join this to that piece, line it up, take it all back off, and then we got to finish weld all of it. So came out pretty good. It was a little tricky to get the bends the way I wanted to. Alright guys, so I did end up having to cut the lip off of this because where this sits in the car, there's really not a whole lot of room between that and the alternator to do a 90 to make some sort of angle to go to the throttle body. This particular section is going to be pretty tight, but we're going to make it work. So anyways, I kind of made this a little bit shorter, that way I can put the quick connect on it like that, and it probably took at least a 1/2 inch off. So I'm going to go ahead and tack this on, fit this one on, put it back on the car, and see how much room we have. All right, guys, we're out here working on the Civic again. So we got one pipe almost done. This pipe's almost done, and then those two got to get welded together, but I got to test fit them on the car first. The owner did come pick up the turbo housing, the compressor housing, to go ahead and get it powder coated, so I can't really test fit until we get that back. And then he's supposed to be bringing me the 3.5 inch to go from there to the throttle body. So it's gonna be a real tight fit. It's gonna be kind of interesting to see how we do that. Probably gonna have to pocket the crap out of it, but that's okay. We still gotta weld the quick connect fitting onto the throttle body. I've also never done that, so a little bit nervous about that, but we'll see. We'll definitely make it work. And that's it. So I'm gonna kind of get this pipe finished up, and then once we get the new pipe, I'll show you guys me cutting it up and welding that together. For those of you who are curious how much time I have into this thus far, I've been working on this every day after work for about an hour, hour and a half. And then one day I came home early and worked for about 4 hours straight. So quite a bit of a fabrication time. I'm also not rushing, and I'm still kind of learning as I go. So kind of something to keep in mind if you're gonna do this yourself. All right, guys, I'm letting the piping kind of cool down. The torch is getting pretty hot. So I have this big 3.5 inch 90. This is very nice stainless steel. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down because this needs to go on the back of the turbo. We already have a V-bane and an adapter to go from the turbo to this 3.5. So that's it. I'm gonna probably cut it down where that line's at just to make the angle a little tighter. And I got a fresh blade on the bandsaw, so we're gonna go ahead and mock this up in the bandsaw and get this cutting because it's gonna take a while. I'm gonna let it cut really slow because stainless steel is very hard and I don't want to dull the blade out really fast. So we're gonna go ahead and get this cutting. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna end the video right here just for now. There's gonna be a part 2, so I'm just kind of editing the video and trying to break up the video a little bit because I do have quite a bit of footage. So if you guys are liking this so much, let me know. We're trying to get the channel built up. I'm trying to have a lot more content on the channel, so hopefully we can get a bunch more videos, especially of this car because it's so nice. So anyways, this is the end of part 1. Look forward to part 2, and I will see you guys later.